Marele campion mondial la șah, Garry Kasparov, vorbește într-un interviu pentru Antena3 CNN despre motivele din spatele încercării Federației Ruse de a interveni în alegerile din România, dar și despre votul de blam al populației împotriva elitei politice vechi. În ceea ce privește viitorul, dizidentul rus susține că a analizat tendințele din România și crede într-o victorie a spiritului pro-european. Mai mult, susține că rezultatul alegerilor din țara noastră va defini și viitorul Republicii Moldova. Despre războiul din Ucraina, spune că Putin nu-și dorește o încheiere a conflictului și că doar ridicarea steagului ucrainean la Sevastopol ar putea pune capăt ambițiilor imperiale ale Rusiei.
It's proven beyond any doubts that Russia played a very active role in campaign, starting with Călin Georgescu's phenomenal rise from oblivion to the first place in the first ballot of the elections that were cancelled. And from what I understand, so there are obvious signs of Russian support for Simeon in these elections. And that's not surprising because Russian interference in elections unfortunately became a commonplace. Somehow you can say that Romania joined, the rest of the free world, becoming a target of Russian attacks. You can find the traces of Russian interference, and as a result of this interference, the very strong pro-Russian voices within the political establishment in Germany, in France, in Britain. So it's the not mentioning countries that already took over, like Hungary and Slovakia, and even the United States was not immune against this interference. So far, it's safe. We'll see what comes next. But I have to say that after spending a week here and talking to people and just sniffing the air, so I'm a little bit more optimistic. So I think
You're optimistic.
It's more optimistic. So in the game of chess, you look at the position, you make an assessment, but you also look at the trends. So this is which way it goes. So because it's for us in the long matches when you just play one opponent. So there's a little element of psychology. So that helps you to be more objective in assessing the directions of the game.
Why do you think Russia expanded its influence also over Romania?
Look, Putin is at war with the free world, and especially with the European Union. That's not, that's not a secret. It's not Garry Kasparov is telling you. It's Vladimir Putin has been telling you, and the Russian propaganda. So they think EU is just, is an obstacle for Putin's plans to revive the influence of Russian empire, and he successfully interfered with political life in major countries like Germany and France. So it's with very few exceptions, Romania, by the way, was one of them. So I think last year, what I told you, but my view was that there were very few countries in Europe, including Poland, Romania, Lithuania, actually probably only three where Russian influence was not obvious, was not felt. Maybe in Portugal, but that's too far away. Now, clearly, Romania became one of the targets because it's a part of the Putin's war against Ukraine. He already believes he got under control Hungary and Slovakia. And if Romania, God forbid, joins this camp, next is Moldova, because it's basically the elections next Sunday is basically elections for two countries. It's very clear that with Romania changing guard, I don't think Moldova could survive parliamentary elections. You
just said earlier that in your career you very often have to anticipate moves. What do you think his next move will be?
Yeah, he has to find the best way to advance his agenda. He can't stop the war. War is the engine of Putin's regime. So, and it's war, it goes beyond Ukraine. But he already rebuilt Russia. Russia today, from the top of the government to the kindergarten, it's all about war. So it's propaganda, it's just war. Economy, it's war. Finance, so just when you look at every aspect of Russian life, it's war connected.
Mr. Kasparov, is there anyone in the world who could give a checkmate today to Putin?
No, it's not just Putin. It's a climax in our lifetime. It's a climax of the never-ending battle between forces of tyranny and forces of freedom. And the way to change Russia, or to offer Russia a chance to change and to shift camps, is to defeat it in Ukraine. So the only way to end Putin's criminal and fascist rule is to raise the Ukrainian flag in Sevastopol. That's the way to send message to Russians that empire is dead. Because as long as the imperial virus is sitting deep in the minds, Putin or another Putin will always